What it do? Back with another video. This one is gonna be a remix of some leftovers. But first thing we're gonna do is make dishwater. Mama said keep a clean kitchen while you're cooking. So that's what we doing. Running this hot dishwater. This second bottle right here is actually an old detergent bottle that I use and put bleach in it. Mama showed me that too, so you know that way you can have some bleach right next to your sink while you're washing your dishes. Alright, so y'all know what's going on right here. We're gonna break this bell pepper down. For some reason, red bell peppers be like the weirdest shapes out of all the bell peppers. They be just crazy shapes. So yeah, we dicing up this bell pepper. I got it squared up, cutting out all of the veins out the inside. And I'm gonna dice this bell pepper up like really small. I don't want it to be too big because I'm gonna have some bigger pieces of like meat into this dish. So I want these vegetables really, really small. And as usual with the green onion, always separate the bottom from the top. I feel like the bottom is best cooked into the dish. You can use it as a garnish on the top too, but I normally cut the bottom off and use that into the dish while I'm cooking, like onion. And then the top, I use that green portion. It's more of a garnish at the end of the dish. So we still making a play on the Trinity. Instead of using a regular onion, we're using a shallot. The red bell pepper instead of a green bell pepper. We're still using the celery. It's a good way to do something different as far as the Holy Trinity in cooking with different flavors. I knew I wanted a little sweetness from that red bell pepper. That's why I didn't use a green one. And I knew I was gonna get a pop of color with it too. Now I'm gonna cube up the leftover beef ribs that I smoked on Sunday. And they ice cold, man. It's easier to cut meat up while it's cold than to warm it up and try to chop it. If I would have warmed it up, because this meat was super tender when I cooked it, it would have just fell apart. So I just took it straight out the ice box, took it off the bone, cubed it up. And if you notice, this meat is ice cold, but look how my knife is just gliding straight through the meat because it's still super tender. Now we're gonna get to stir frying these vegetables down. I'm gonna add in probably 2 tablespoons of that stir fry oil. It's a garlic infused oil, so that's what I used. And I dropped in my Trinity, which was the red bell pepper, the celery, the shallot, and the bottoms of the green onions. So I don't want to cook these too long. I don't want the vegetables getting soft. I still want them to have like a little crunch or bite to them. So I'm only gonna saute these for maybe a minute at the most. So yeah, I'm just gonna, stir it around. My pan is on super hot, and I'm gonna drop in these frozen peas and carrots. I'm not gonna cook those long either. So I basically just wanna knock the chill off of them because they was fresh out the freezer. So I'm gonna warm those up, get the ice off of them, get them warm, and then I'm gonna remove this from the pan and get ready to prepare the next thing to saute. So we're gonna drop in just a little bit of cracked black pepper. I'm not gonna add too much seasoning to this because the meat has already got a lot of seasoning on it because I smoked it. But I'm gonna drop in some crushed red peppers rather, just for a little heat. And that's pretty much done with this here, man. That's right where I want it. So I'm gonna take that out the pan. Then I'm about to warm up this meat. So it's already done. I'm not trying to cook it. All I want to do is knock the chill off of it. I don't want to disturb the cubes that I made. I don't want it to break up and shred apart because it is tender. So all I want to do is basically knock the chill off of it, and that's it. If you notice, I kind of sauteed everything or warmed everything up separate. It is a one-pot meal, but I'm doing everything separate. So right now we're gonna get ready to fry the rice. And with fried rice, man, the key is having day-old rice, and you want it to be cold. You don't want to make fresh rice and try to make fried rice, because it's gonna be kind of mushy. Even if you use the best rice you can buy, fresh rice is not the best to make fried rice. It don't matter what Chinese spot you go to, I promise you they using the day before rice, or maybe 2 days before rice, to make the fried rice. That's how you get it to like not be a big ball of rice, basically. So what I'm doing is I got my heat on high. The rice was cold. See how it's starting to like steam a little bit? You'll notice like towards the end, you'll see a lot of steam. That's where all the water is evaporating off the rice. And then that's when you're gonna know you pretty much almost done. You'll tell the texture of the rice start to change. You can tell it's like it's getting fried down, and there's not a lot of moisture inside the rice. And just to let y'all know, I am using jasmine rice. I like jasmine rice. I pretty much use that for everything, either jasmine or basmati. That's like my most favorite rice to eat or cook with. For everything. Notice all the steam that was coming off the rice. The texture has changed. See how it's starting to pile up together now? That's fried rice. It's ready. So I'm gonna take that out and sit it to the side till I'm ready for it. Next, I decided to go and throw some shrimp in there, man. I said, what? It's not fried rice unless you got some shrimp in it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm dumping the rice out, and I'm gonna put these shrimp in the skillet. And all I'm basically gonna do, I'm not gonna season the shrimp. All I'm basically gonna do is cook them just enough to where I can put them in my dish. Shrimp don't take long to cook, no way. They only take probably 2 minutes, 3 minutes at the most to cook. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get them pink, and then I'm gonna take them out. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop a little bit of water in there to help them along the way. I did put in some of that stir fry oil, but they absorbed it all up. So I'm just gonna drop a little water in there to kind of help steam them up a little bit. Flip them over, try to get a little texture on all the sides. But yeah, them shrimp, they pretty much done. So I'm about to get ready to take these out. Now we about to finalize this dish. We drop our rice back in. We turn the heat up all the way. We on high right now. That's the reason why I'm using a non-stick skillet too, because I don't want my rice to stick. I didn't add any more oil to that pan. So once we dried our rice out by frying it down, we're gonna add some moisture back to it with this soy sauce. So that soy sauce is like, it's got a little salt in it, so that's why we didn't add too much seasoning to this dish. So we're gonna stir that around on high heat, because we still frying the rice as well, because we don't want the soy sauce to make it soggy, so we want it high. Then we're gonna add in a little oyster sauce. That oyster sauce is gonna give it that don't know, man. It's gonna give it that extra, that flair, that taste. You be like, man, what is this? What's in there? It's gonna taste like it's from a Chinese restaurant almost. Well, yeah, we dropping in our vegetables. That's the not corn. I don't know why I said corn. That's the peas. That's the carrots. That's the red bell pepper. The shallots. The celery. The green bottoms from the green top onions. All of that's up in there. And we're gonna drop this meat in. Look at the meat though. It's starting to look like something. Look at the colors, man. When you cook, I like to cook and see colors in my food. I don't want to just I don't want to cook something that don't have no color to it. So we made a little well inside the rice because we're going to drop an egg in there. We're going to drop that egg in that thing and get them eggs fluffy. I think I added a little Tony Chachere's to it because I think I tasted the rice and I just want a little a little bit more seasoning to it. So I dropped about a half a teaspoon of seasoning in there. And then we're just gonna keep stirring that in the middle until those eggs are fluffy and done. We don't want them to fry. We don't want hard pieces of egg in there. We want all that fluffy. And once those eggs get fluffy, we just gonna fold it into the rice. Simple. This really only took in reality, maybe 15 minutes to do everything outside of preparation, like cutting the meat, cutting the vegetables, stuff like that, because everything else is already done. But putting this together, once I turned that iron on my stove, it took me about 15 minutes to make this. So it's an easy little remix of some food that I had already cooked. Everything was already done. Now we gonna drop these shrimp in there. See, those shrimp, they perfectly cooked. Then I know they gonna cook a little bit longer because I'm dropping it back in the heat. So they perfect, they gonna be perfectly cooked. I'm about to turn this heat off. Yep, about to turn that heat off. Look at it, man. Look like stir-fried rice. Gucci. Drop the green tops. Green tops. Look at that. It's ready, man. It's ready, man. Yeah, and that's a wrap. It's done. But this dish, man, was really good. It had different flavors in it because it had barbecue, Asian flavors from the soy sauce and the oyster sauce, and then even a little Cajun flair from the Tony Chachere's. So it was a little heat. But look at the colors on that. Look at the colors, man. It was a pretty good dish. It was a pretty good remix of some barbecue, basically, with fried rice. Appreciate y'all for checking me out again. If you made it to the end of the video. Peace.